What's going on, everybody? It's finally time to harvest the potatoes. It's been 102 days and the tops are starting to dry out. I'm really curious to see what the potatoes look like. I was able to get one out of each container, and it kind of gave me a bit of a preview of what hopefully the rest of it will look like. But I'm finally going to see what they look like today, so I'm going to go ahead and get the tops clipped off and go ahead and get started. And here we go. A lot of roots in this one. There's some potatoes. There's a nice one. Some more in here. Wow, look at this one. That's a pretty big potato. That's a nice one too. I felt another one in here. Oh yeah. These are coming out real good now. And this is just out of one side, and end up digging up another one. Wow. I guess that potash actually worked. I got some nice potatoes coming out of here. Oh, there's another one. Alright, go ahead and get some of this situated and work on the other side. There's some in the middle. There's a potato. I'm thinking the seed potato, which is nothing more than a potato I got from the grocery store, probably rotted out over the growing season. So, and it's pretty deep into the container, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna find any seed potatoes in there. That one's rotted out. Oh, there we go. There's some potatoes. Well, that's weird. Yeah, there's some more in there. There's another one. Going deeper. Look like I found some more. And it's a pretty good size. Oh yeah. There's one. There's two. You're always gonna find some eyeballs. And there's four. I think there's more. Nope, I think that's it out of that one. So, I'm gonna see if we can find some more. Okay, continuing on. Oh yeah. Look at the size of that one. That's a pretty big one. That's a nice one. So I get this out the way. There's a nice one. Let's see if there's any more in here. And there is. Nope, right at the top. I'm digging at this with one hand. I'm having trouble, so bear with me. There's a nice one. I'm digging at the other one. Oh boy, this is a big one. There's two at the same time. There's one, and there's two. There's probably plenty more in here. I'm gonna have to dig more into the container and figure out how I can do this. So, and here's the amount of potatoes I got out of this container. After digging some more into the container, I was able to find at least 7 more. 4 of them were a pretty good size. So I'm thinking this is probably about a good 6-7 pounds. But there's some really nice sized potatoes in this. Especially this one. But since I'm done with this container, it's time for me to move on to the next container. Let's see if this container is just as surprising as the first one. So far, looks like it is. It's a nice one. And a small one. Dig through here and see if there's any more. And there is. Oh man, this looks like might be a big one here. Yep, and I'm right. It's a pretty big one. See if I can dig a little bit deeper. Look like there's more on this second plant. Okay. There's a lot on this one. There's one. There's 2. 3. 4. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, there's more. There's a big one in here. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. Look at that one. I don't know if that's a seed potato or not, but that's a pretty big potato. That's a really big potato. Wow. It's probably the biggest one I've ever grown. But I think that, like I said, it might be a seed potato. It's got roots all over it. And there's 6. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these situated and go ahead and continue to dig through the container, see if there's any more big potatoes in there. Okay, continuing on with the harvest. And yeah, there's some big potatoes in here, really big. You get some of these small ones out the way first. And let's see if I can get this here. Look at the size of this one. Goodness gracious alive. I didn't think I was going to get anything out of this container, but it's surprising me. It's surprising me greatly. Without even trying, I'm uncovering potatoes. Oh, this is a good year for potatoes. Really good year for potatoes. And this, oh, there it is. I ain't even get this one yet. Like I said, without even trying, I'm pulling nothing but potatoes out of here. And this is the container that I didn't think anything was going to be growing out of, because the potatoes seeds were pretty small. They were smaller than the ones that I put in the first box that you saw in the first garden update. But this container is actually outdoing the first container. There's more. Like I said, without even trying, I'm digging out potatoes. And I think most of it is all at the surface. And I think with this container, the seed potatoes pretty much rotted out over the growing season. But yeah, this was a good year for potatoes. We'll go ahead and count them up and see if I get any more potatoes in this container. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I dug through it one more time thoroughly, and I was able to find one more potato out of it. But all in all, this was a really good year for potatoes. Even though the season started off really cold, in the end, it produced and it thrived and survived. And we ended up getting some really good potatoes out of it. I still think this is a seed, but this is the biggest one out of the containers I've ever grown. And I would say This is about 15 to 20 pounds worth of potatoes. And this is from store-bought potatoes that I actually got from a family member. I know I said in the beginning that I got it from the grocery store, but I actually got it from a family member that was about to throw them out. But yeah, these were some really nice potatoes, and this was a really good harvest. So if you like what you see, leave a like. If you have questions, comments, leave it in the comment section. That is it for now. Happy gardening.